Are you a fan of Indiana Jones, meaning you love adventure, traveling around the world to find treasures lost in time, or love the Tomb Raider series? Well, this game is not a spin-off of these two. I find it even better than any Indiana Jones game or any Tomb Raider game. I'm in love with the Uncharted series. They are made by Naughty Dog, the famous game company that made so many of our favorite games. Uncharted for the PS3 follows the main character Nathan Drake, a charismatic adventurer, through 3 of his adventures. In the first one, Uncharted Drake's Fortune, he finds a 400-year-old clue and goes on a forgotten island in the Pacific Ocean to find the treasure of El Dorado. And the way the first one was made really is a reason and an explanation why they made more. I mean, even by the look of it, the game is eye-catching, with its luscious jungles and nice color palette. Now I'm going to talk about the games in general, because they are similar in gameplay, but story-wise there are 3 gems that have to be played, each being unique, and each one gets better than the previous one. The game formula is that you have gun combat sections, that are very smooth and give you a nice feeling of butter smooth action. You have the parkour sections, where you have to parkour, climb, jump over ledges and other epic stuff. And there are the puzzle sections. In these sections you have Drake's notebook that gives you clues on how to solve the puzzles. And if you get stuck, don't worry. The game is going to show you what to do if it sees that you've got stuck. So the puzzles are not nerve-wracking. Also, when in combat, you can melee your enemies and you also get a big array of guns, ranging from grenades to guns to handguns to assault rifles and shotguns. The AI in this game is smart. For example, if you stay too much in one place, the enemy will flank you. And on harder difficulties, the AI is even better. It's not like other games where a higher difficulty just means that you need to hit your enemy more than usual till he's down. In Uncharted, they will try to flank you and get you out of cover with grenades. A small detail I just love in this series are the animations. Nathan will wince when bullets fly over his head. He does not land his jumps perfectly every time. For example, there are times where he smashes his belly on the ledge. He will make remarks about his jumps or climbings, putting emotion into it. So he's got personality. He's not just a character that makes every jump perfect and everything like a pro every time. Also, the way he jumps is flashy with his arms waving around. Also, during combat, you hear him afraid or stressed out. Occasionally, when a grenade lands nearby, you will hear him say no, 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 which is not only a little fun and gives him charisma, but it's useful too. He warns you about the danger. Also, if we are at animations, Uncharted was made using motion capture, meaning that actors played the action so that the animations will be more lifelike. That's why in the cutscenes you see how cinematic and accurate everything is. And even the movements look natural, because someone parkoured the same movements in this suit. The Uncharted games, all 3 of them are cinematic and filled with action and momentum, meaning that one action leads to another. You are constantly rolling from one part of the adventure to the other with adrenaline. The second Uncharted game, Among Thieves, is similar in gameplay to the other 2. This time, an artifact found in one of Marco Polo's lost ships leads Drake to the Himalayas on the trail of the Sintamani stone. You can see an improvement in graphics from the first to the second one. Also, the story gets you through a more diverse array of environments that makes the game look even more cinematic than before. From ice cave to jungles to half-destroyed cities, this game is more stunning to the eye than the other one. Also, the story is more interesting, and the dialogues have more humor, memorable moments, and is a delight to play. The combat has been also refined and is more satisfying now. Also, due to the better level designs, you get more fulfilled when you gun down your enemies. Also, stealth is more prominent in this game than before. You could ignore it. You can ignore it, but why would you if you can hack down a considerable portion of your enemies without taking damage or making a scene? The environments are also perfect for this stealth element. And also, for taking cover and advancing to the enemy, or changing strategies and take cover somewhere else. Uncharted 2 was the game that broke the ice for online multiplayer for the franchise. The multiplayer was bad and dull. You could get into 5 vs 5 battles or death matches and plunder modes, but they were not spectacular. At least I didn't find them spectacular myself. And now, let's talk about the fourth Uncharted game, Drake's Deception. The second Uncharted game already raised the bar very high, being better at almost every aspect than its predecessor. The first gigantic leap you can notice are the graphics, which are superior to the other two. The colors, the effects, the levels look incredible. The movie-like action is present in this game too, providing memorable moments that you will remember with joy on your face even after you finish playing. In combat, the melee attacks are greatly refined, having more possibilities than before. The finishers where Drake uses his environment to his advantage look stunning, and the takedowns are so much more versatile than before. You can knock down enemies from above, or even while jumping an obstacle. With the new combat, you can say that you have 3 different strategies. One is to stick to covers and shoot everyone, or you can use stealth to hack down your enemies, or just go Rambo on them with your melee attacks and guns. Well, actually, most probably you will use a combination of the 3. But if you raise the difficulty, the Rambo option falls short, as enemies will be smarter and flank you. Another thing that Drake's Deception does amazingly right is the multiplayer. I've spent countless of hours online. With the in-game mechanics, the multiplayer matches get interesting, because you can always parkour away from danger, or an opponent can parkour himself behind your back without noticing. Also, the nice variety of weapons and the clever level designs provide hours of interesting, adrenaline-filled and fun gameplay. In conclusion, I deeply recommend you try the Uncharted games. I love them. If you like adventures, thieves, plunders, hidden treasures, but cherish your life, just play Uncharted from the comodity of your couch, where your life is safe, but your emotions go through the adrenaline of Nathan's stories.